Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I did the the camera set up a little differently, but I may put it back. We'll see. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing time and space with me, and I also want to give you all a big reminder. I do have a new healing open, and I have private readings open for this weekend, tomorrow, I believe, and Saturday. If you are interested in that, you can check it out. Yes, just like that. Yeah. And today's reading is going to be focused on what's next. So it's kind of a mystery reading, although I did plan on doing what's next in love, but I think it'll just be what's next. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. All right. And again, private readings open for this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday. Yes, tomorrow and Saturday if you're interested in getting a private reading from me. And I want to say hello to Sarita, Melissa, Amy, Phoenix, and Kelly. I do appreciate all of you being here, and I think that's it. Let me get my bracelets on. Okay. So we're gonna start off from Aries all the way down to Pisces. I will be doing I will be doing less divination, right? As for this reading and see how I feel. I call forth my angels and guides to help protect me, keep me safe, and protect all those that are receiving the messages. I also ask for help and assistance with connecting, staying grounded. As that matter, trying to step forward to answer these questions. I thank you in advance for your help and assistance. And no, I appreciate you. All right, thank you. So we're at 1 minute and 35 seconds for Aries. Alrighty, so we're gonna look at, it's like really close. We're gonna look at what's next for Aries. We have 2 cards for you. I feel Aries, what's next for you is a different cycle or a different period of life than you've currently been in. And specifically, this has to do with being, I want to say, a bit of a hermit or a bit of a recluse, becoming more outgoing and meeting brand new people. There are networking connections that you do need to forge, right? That are going to help you, but it's more divinely guided to bring in more fulfillment, more enjoyment, more, I want to say more balance and happiness into your life. You've had that, we go through those ebbs and flows in life all the time, right? And you've been in one where you've been, I don't know, guided or, maybe forced, right, to stay inside, and now you are breaking free and you're stepping outside, and you are feeling a lot more adventurous. You're feeling a lot more outgoing. One of the things that Metatron is stating as one of the biggest reasons why, Metatron is stating a really good example for this is, like how when COVID hit, everyone was indoors, and now it's like, we didn't really want to go out, right? That much. I didn't. And now it's like, now that things are kind of, weighing out, like, being released, we feel more, we have that calling to move outside of our home, move outside of our comfort zone. And this is actually the next phase, next period of your life. I think this is actually a collective message as well as always for the Aries, but it's very much focused on you being guided to move out the door, you being guided to move out of your home, out of your comfort zone, and doing something snazzy. Yeah, I'll say it like that. What else is what's for what's next? I am seeing you going out mostly with people you already know, but you will start to meet new people. Some of you have business relationships or business connections that you need to forge that you can only forge when you go out and meet them. I don't know. It's isn't that, I'm pretty sure it's networking, but I don't know. That's the word that comes to my mind. I do feel with the 7 on the board here, there's a lot of guidance and a lot of inspiration, a lot of energy that's moving you out the door. Do not, don't ignore that, right? Don't ignore that. Go for it. Oh, I forgot to put Aries. Don't ignore that. Oopsie. Okay. I won't do it like that. Okay, of course. We'll just leave it like that. Whatever. Don't ignore that. You're being called to go out. It's not just that, like the paths that open up, the energy that's there. Honestly, the flow that's there, it doesn't just stay open, right? So a really good example for this is like you go to a specific place to hang out with friends, and you're being guided to go this weekend, for instance, right? There's someone that you're meant to meet there, or someone that you're going to see, someone that's going to inspire something in you. It's like they won't be there next week, right? So when you feel that inspiration, when you feel that urge, when you feel that sensation to move, and it's going to work out in your favor. I am seeing a need for you to be careful with how much alcohol you're taking in as well. It's an odd message. I feel like you can go overboard. You don't want to have a negative experience that's going to discourage you in the future from taking that guidance, right? We can always go overboard. So pace yourself, follow your heart, and honestly, work with your guides. It really does feel like you're being guided by spirit. What is this message about? Why is this coming through the most, Metatron, when it comes to Door to Spirit for Aries is reading? It's not just your life that's going to benefit, it's the people that you will meet that's going to benefit, and the people that you have around you that's going to benefit as well. I do feel there is a block or an oversight when it comes to what you bring to the table when you go out with friends. I think that you actually know that you're probably cool. You're probably, I think you know that, but you don't know how much of a deal it is to have you in that. I want to say the friend group or in the place, because your energy, it affects a lot of things. It affects a lot of people, and you're kind of it feels like you are overlooking the importance of what you bring to the table, and it makes you less. I don't know. Maybe you're an introvert, but it makes you less likely to go out. Know that you are giving a lot, and people really do appreciate it, even if they're not actually saying that out loud. All right. Is there any guidance that you have right now when it comes to Aries? Aries is reading. May draw on this. Let's see. Let's use this one. Any guidance you have for Aries on this? No, following your heart is the key one for you. Is there anything else about what's next coming into your life? I am seeing you breaking free from some of the holes that our family has on us, and that make us feel like we have to be a certain way. Or a really good example for me for this, that's coming through is came through from Metatron, was how my family sees me. Often when I'm around them, they don't really see how much I've grown, how much I've changed. I feel like you're going to be breaking free from some, I want to say, limitations that your family has imposed on you or how they see you. You're going to be breaking free from that because you're going to be showing a different side of yourself. And this different side is going to be game changing for them. They won't see you the same way again. They won't treat you that way anymore. And things will be better in your relationship when it comes to your home life and your familial life as well. I think that's it. I want to see if there's anything else. It's not that one. We have Door to Value. Interesting. You do bring a lot to the table, Aries. You do bring a lot, and your guidance is to honestly appreciate that, understand that, and I want to say work it. I know it's a crazy thing, but really work it. It's your energy, right? It's what you bring to the table. If you can appreciate, no one will, right? And that's what you're being asked to do, is your guidance. Appreciate you. All right. I'm gonna leave it like that, Aries. I thank you. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 8 minutes. Taurus. Okay. So we're going to look right now for Taurus. What's next for Taurus? It feels linked to love, but we'll take a look here. There is some career coming through, but the very first message was love. Let's see. Manager, can you tell me what's next for Taurus this day? We have attachment. Yeah, interesting. I am seeing an attachment to a person. Likely, it could be a place or a thing. Some of you, it could be an attachment to a dream you didn't have fulfilled, or a dream that didn't ever come to be, or it could just be a failure that you're attached to. You're attached to something very negative that is actually impacting your life and holding you back from what's next. You're meant to have a new beginning now. I feel, sorry. Here came up towards. I feel like you were meant to have a new beginning in January, and you were meant to be on this brand new path in January, and you're meant to be somewhere completely different now. It feels like you're having a bit of a decrease when it comes to your energy, a decrease when it comes to the opportunities right now, because you have an attachment to someone or something from your past that you're not letting go of. This is actually preventing you from making, I want to say, the right choices. It's interesting. Metatron stating that when we are in our mind and we're not thinking about the present moment, we can't feel what the present moment needs in order for us to have a better next moment, or a better tomorrow, or a better next week. This is very linked to mindfulness, right? Or the here and now. Your attachment to your past situation is preventing you from feeling the energy in the present moment. that is keeping you from making the right choices, and it's keeping you from the destination you're meant to go on. Because what I see and what I know is in January, you're meant to have a new beginning. It was a big one too, one that you're going to be very excited about, but you're not having that now. You can have it a little later. I see March being the latest to start this, but the energy is waning. I see the energy decreasing, and how far you'll go will decrease. A really good example for this, and I like bringing me up, and Metatron does as well, because it's the truth. I do these things so that I can teach you all. But I remember when I first got guidance to start a tarot channel, I got it for like 6, 7, 8 months. I'm not even joking about that. And I didn't do it. The energy was still there. I was still able to pick it up. I was still able to eventually find some success there. But if I started earlier, I would be a lot farther along than I am now. I chose to ignore that. I chose to dismiss that. I chose to hang on. Actually, I was hanging on to my person. I did that instead. And I feel like you're doing that too right now. You're holding on to someone instead of focusing on you and focusing on what's in your highest good. And it's because of this attachment. I am seeing you not, when you look at yourself, you don't see yourself as someone who can have that success or someone that should have that new beginning. You do deserve it. You're not seeing yourself correctly. You're wrong about this. And it's about time you started to admit that, right? I'm not right when I think I'm not worthy, right? Something like that. I think that was a good one. That one's a good one, but you have to admit that you're not right about, I want to say, disqualifying yourself so easily or dismissing yourself. You're worthy and you deserve more. But again, that attachment is holding you back. I am seeing this attachment really creating chaos in your life, tower moments in your life. It's like you're falling for things, or you're being hit by things that you shouldn't be hit by because your vibration is low, right? And when you start to release that, when you start to bring in more happiness, your vibration is going to pick up and you're going to be feeling a lot better. And you won't be hit by stuff that you shouldn't be hit by. I don't know. A really good example for this is sometimes when we lose something or we hit our elbow against the wall. I know it's a crazy thing, but it happened to me earlier, and that's what Metatron brought up right now. I hit my elbow against the wall because my vibration was not in a good place. I was distracted, and it feels like stuff like that. You're being hit by that. And I know it sounds like it's craziness, but that 1 second is 1 second behind what you would have been, right? And little things like that add up. And it feels like something, your attachment added up to you having a block to a new beginning, all right? I think that's it. Let's see. Is there any other messages that you want to give about this attachment or anything else? What about a career when it comes to Taurus? Your money is very directly impacted to your attachment to this person. Money is money is very high vibrational, right? And you kind of, if you want to make more, you're going to have a higher vibration to get there. It does feel like you're stunted by this in some way, shape, or form when it comes to what you're attached to. There is a message about the attachment that you have. It's not quite the attachment that you have is not quite, it's not quite fulfilling, and it does feel like it distracts you a lot, and it kind of keeps you from a better paying job or a better path to more money, more abundance. All right, is there any other guidance that you have right now? Door to romance. I know it's crazy. But I think right now you should focus on bringing your happiness, right? That doesn't necessarily it's not necessarily tangled up with romance. And I know that's a crazy one, but when I did it, it was mind blowing. But I think you have a need for this to release romance right now, or release love right now, and focus on the things that make you happy. That's not tangled up in romance. Creative endeavors, passion projects, even starting your own business. These are the kind of things that are going to really inspire and invoke you. I think the guidance is to focus more on what fills your cup, what fills you up without romance, right? And then start to incorporate romance into your life. You would learn to juggle it better as well, all right? So I'm going to leave it like that for you, Taurus. I want to actually, I think we're good. I want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and comment and check out my services. And we're at 14, 11 for Gemini. See, I gotta remember doing like that. All right. Hi Gemini. Let's see. So, Metatron, can you tell me what's next for Gemini? What's next for Gemini? I definitely feel strong love energy coming through. But again, But when I woke up this morning, I was thinking I have to do what next today, and I thought I should do what's next in love. That could be part of it, but we'll see. What's next for Gemini? We have cornucopia coming out with the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is the heart center. Very, very much closely linked to all that brings you fulfillment. What's next for you is having the world in your hand, gaining that fulfillment and gaining all of it. Cornucopia is everything, right? It is not just purpose. It's purpose with love, right? Maximum amount of purpose, maximum amount of love. Like, this is what's next for you, is to have that experience, is to move towards this. What cornucopia is based on who we currently are. And Metatron just want to make sure that he states that correctly for you. Cornucopia for me is the whole world at this point, as I am the prophet. But for you, it will be a little different, and it will grow slowly. Actually, it's what it's meant to. But you are moving towards cornucopia, whatever that means to you, and whatever your all is, whatever your everything is, whatever that inspires you is. And it honestly feels whatever fills you up completely, fully, and in its entirety. That is what's next for you. Having everything at your hands. Honestly, kind of feels like you have the world at your hands. I am seeing this though, but the fact that you look at the world and see it like this, that's crazy. That's what you're gonna see, and you're gonna have the world in your hand. It does remind me though of Never Enough. Oh, it's a very quick song. It reminds me of that. I feel sorry, I'm pretty sure I know what the song is about, but I think it's about having all that you want in terms of success, but not having love. I feel like you're going to have something like that. Like, you may have the success you want. You may have achieved a lot in terms of your purpose. You're going to have something else on it, like a cherry on top or gravy. I don't know. It's like that. That's what I see. It's like something more added to you as well. So a lot of you, I feel like you're at or you're moving towards cornucopia. You're going to have that and so much more. Okay. Is there anything else that's what's next for them? This Archangel Raphael could be a person that you are going to be engaging with, but that is all heart center, heart chakra energy, very much green. Green is luck and prosperity as well. And a very much linked to cornucopia. It's interesting. It's interesting. I feel when you move towards whatever your cornucopia is, and it feels like, remember, it's a frame of reference for yourself, for your life. Well, I remember I had cornucopia for a little bit when it lasted like an hour, but whatever. When I first moved out of my mom's house, was a big one. This is a big one for me. And I had that cornucopia. My gifts were real good, by the way, when I was in that cornucopia. I've never had such a smoother connection when I was in cornucopia, when I was having that joy. You will have that. I feel like you will have that, but you need a little more as well. And that's what's coming to you. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. Is there anything else about this? No, prosperity. It's interesting. I feel cornucopia links you to love. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. It slipped my mind. Cornucopia leads you to love, to a romantic connection. Very interesting. All right. Let's make sure we're good on time. Okay. So what is there anything else about what's next? Alrighty, so we have this. I feel here you're going to be networking and stuff like that. No, this is crazy. I think you have so much. You're going to be sharing it with people, and you're going to be sharing that prosperity, that luck, that abundance, and honestly, your knowledge, right? And how you did it. You're going to be sharing that with the people around you to help them. This is very much linked to Wayshore. I was actually thinking about that right before I started this reading. Wayshore. That was coming up in my mind. I feel like you're gonna help your family understand how they can do it as well. It is not like when someone opens up a business and they tell people just do it like this. No. That does not work, right? Your energy, your exuberance, your way of being, that is what inspires people to move towards the direction you're moving in. So I see you helping the people around you move towards their own cornucopia because you did it first, right? You did it first, and you're moving towards that. You know what's crazy about this? I have to say it because it's like there. I think cornucopia for you, I think you're going to reach it and you're going to realize I want more. And then you're going to go for that romantic connection. It's real funny, but I have to say it because it's so, I knew it. I was wondering about this. We have the world with the caring connection. It's like the cornucopia leads you to wanting more. And you're like, why not this as well? And I see you having all of it in this life. Very energetic life you have. I feel like a really big purpose that you have. And know that you deserve this, all right? I am being guided to look at the number 7 here. You are guided right now to open yourself up to receiving more as well. I feel like divine wants to give you more. And I feel like when you're at a certain stage in your, I want to say purpose, or whatever whatever your current company, it's like buying a house, buying a car. I know it's like, it seems small to some people, but for you, it's big. I hope that makes sense. It's for you, it's a big thing. And when you reach that, you're going to really feel lifted, and you're being guided to take even more, not to stop there. All right. I know it's crazy. Don't stop there. All right. I will leave it like that. I thank you, Gemini. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 20 minutes for Cancer. Okay, here we go. And by the way, hi everyone. Sue, Metatron, can you tell me for Cancer, what's next for Cancer this day? What is next? Like, what does Cancer have? Or Cancer, or yeah, what's next for Cancer? Let's take a look here. Let's look at your energy, Cancer. What's next for the Cancer viewers? Interesting. I feel some healing coming on, but this is not one of those sad stories where you're healing, not really getting anything. I see you picking your energy up, moving yourself out of a bad situation, and honestly finding your head above water. Let's see, we have the sun. I had a feeling. You know what's crazy? I think you're going to do this with someone while simultaneously doing it for yourself with that yin and yang on the board. Yin and yang is a very potent energy of balance, and I want to say balance over masculine and feminine energies. With the yin and yang on the board, though, I feel like you're going to find balance within yourself, and I think that you have been doing that. What's next for you is feeling like you're centered, feeling like you're ready to move towards this. It reminds me of the very beginning stages of Gemini's energy, where you're going to start a brand new path that's going to lead you to cornucopia. With the yin and yang on the board, though, I can see that you are very, very much looking for that balance. You're going to achieve it, and then you're going to start moving on a new direction, new path. This is going to lead you in your life. I don't know. It's interesting. I feel like you're going to feel more supported. You're going to feel more loved, and you're going to feel a lot more in alignment when it comes to what's good for you and what's in your highest good as well. With the sun on the board, you're having a brand new beginning. It does kind of feel like the sun that comes out after it's rained. It does feel like the sun that's come out after it's been, like, I don't know, like rainy for days, right? It feels like that, where it's like, wow, the sun's finally out, and you're gonna really feel that warmth on your skin. I am also seeing, and I gotta be real honest with you, a person. Let me get a clarifier. Yeah, I can see this woman holding a heart. You know what's interesting about this energy here, Cancer? You're ready to give it because you feel more balanced, and you will actually give your heart out to someone. You will actually give that cup out to someone, and you're going to actually feel balanced, and you're gonna feel more balanced, and you're gonna have reciprocity there. This connection that you're gonna be moving into, and it does feel like it's love connection. They're going to bring you more balance as well. So I see this connection. Maybe they're at the same place as you are, or maybe they have their own routines. Some people meditate. I don't. It's like, some people do that. Some people listen to music. That's me. Whatever their thing is that brings them balance. You have someone here who's balanced, who's able to be reciprocal, and is actually going to help you bring more balance into your life as well. This may actually evolve into something significant with the 6th chakra Archangel Metatron. That's on the board here. It's all about the third eye. It's like this person will see you for you. They will also see the fact that you've worked on yourself, and that you're fighting for a better future for yourself, and you're not going to sit down and take it, right? I see someone who's learning that they're a fighter, someone who's learning that they have more strength, and someone who's moving towards their happiness and their balance. And this is someone who will see that in you. So it's not like you're I don't know, leave it like that. I honestly kind of want to say, and this is very typical for me, we're not perfect. We're always trying to be, and we kind of pick at ourselves. They're not going to see that. They're not going to even think that. They're going to see you for you, and this is going to really lift your heart up, and it's going to really put you on a better path. Like, I can see this person's energy just lifting your heart a little bit. It's real sexy stuff right there. But they do this by seeing you for you and not seeing. I don't know. You know all that junk that everyone always looking at? No, they're gonna look right past that and see the core you, the real you, and they're gonna be real impressed because they see you've worked on yourself, and they see that you are you're balanced. You also bring their life balance as well with the 22. This is reminding me of life path too, though. I believe that's very feminine energy, but I could be wrong about that. I haven't looked at life paths in a long time, but it does remind me that 22 is also balance as well. Okay. Anyway, I'll leave it like that. I want to thank you, Cancer. Wait, is there any guidance you have, Metatron, for Cancer this day? Keep up with what has brought you into alignment. I always listen to my guided meditations. I will listen to mine as well if you want one. I did listen to the Aphrodite one, the super attractive transmission. I would actually recommend that one for you. The Phoenix one does stand out as well. But keep up with what's working. So let's say you go and get Reiki, keep going to Reiki, right? Let's say you meditate. Don't stop because you got someone here who's helping bring you into balance. Make sure you are maintaining that balance and equilibrium by yourself, so that you don't bring in any imbalances to your connections. It's not just this one in your life as well. Keep up with the upkeep. That's what I call it, actually. Yeah, it's upkeep. Yeah, you're looking really good too as well. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I was Cancer's readings. Cancer's reading always has those messages, but yours, this feels good. This feels good. Okay. Yeah. I'll make sure Metatron is happy with that. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Thank you. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 25:45 for Leo. Let's see. Alrighty, so let's take a look here, Leo. We're gonna look at what's next for Leo. What's next for Leo? So, Metatron, can you tell me what is next for the Leo of yours? The Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's next for them? Let's look at your energy really quickly. I see that you have had a person that you were romantically linked to, Leo, that had a third party. It could be a marriage, but it's not the only thing I'm getting. This is someone who's very distracted. They never really paid much mind to you, never really gave you much attention. You barely get any of their energy, right? This is someone who was giving it all away to everyone else, but not you, right? Yeah, that's what I have as your energy right now. So let's see what's next for Leo then. Metatron, what is next for Leo? The Leo viewers. Beautiful. We have the first card is indecisive with the World. This person, their impact on you has made you very indecisive, has made you feel unsure about yourself. It has made you feel like you're less than or you're not worthy. That one's not so much. Uncertainty does stand out to me the most. It's like this person, every time that they maybe played games or every time they like juggled you, it made you feel bad, right? And this is leading you to now have an experience where you're trying to move forward with your life, unsure about how to get to where you want to go because because you're now indecisive. It's a link or a wound from that connection, from that person, because they made you feel like it's almost like they couldn't decide on you. And well, that energy is now being translated into your life where you can't decide on where to go, what path to move in, and honestly, what's best for you. And what Metatron wants to say is for you to leave that behind and leave that energy behind. And honestly, leave those, some excuses. I would say purge those memories, detox yourself from that energy and release that from your energy field. I do feel you probably need to get like an SRT or at least cleanse your aura. I would try Sage. That will work. Let me see what he's. The first Ascended Master that came forward was Almora. To cleanse your aura, that will be one of the best ones. But I can see that you are very indecisive about what's next, and it's because of that connection. And it's interesting. I don't think you understood how big of an impact it had on you when it was happening, but after the fact, you're starting to really second guess yourself. You're unsure, and you don't need to be. That person not seeing you for you is not your problem. And know that you are worthy. It's interesting that we have the indecisive with the 8s. And I really do want to emphasize that because it's bringing me up to that strength energy, but it's not the only thing. It's the loop, right? Or the infinity symbol. It feels like you're stuck there now. How do they get out? I recommend Petrified Wood. That was one of the best ones. I think I have it under my pillow right now. One of the best ones. I'm going to write that for you. This one was game changer for me. It's interesting. It helps with grounding. Sorry, it helps with grounding. But it also helps assist us with transformation. I'll put it right there for you. It also assists with transformation. I do recommend that. I remember when I first got it, I was like, wow, it just like ripped something off of me. I don't know what the hell that was, but you are going to want to grab onto that. Set the intention to release everything, center yourself into your body, and remind yourself that you are safe, you are okay, and you're going to make it through. I don't think that it's having like you're looking at this and thinking my life's over. I don't think so, right? No, but it does make you second guess too much. And I feel like when you're reaching for stuff, you're not going fast enough. And those windows, they open and close very fast. We have to be, it's interesting. I'll leave, like, I'm gonna give you me, because Brenna tried to bring it up. Whenever I'm on Etsy and I'm looking at stuff, like, you have to make that decision real fast, right? To buy something, because you lose it, right? If you close the browser. And my intuition, my heart would tell me, buy this, get this. And I'd get it and I'd feel a lot better. And those are the times when trusting myself really works. And I feel like you have experiences like that, and you kind of can't go back to them, or they won't be as effective in that later on. So it's important that you work at this, right? Work at trusting yourself, work at believing in your own choices, and believing that you can make the right choices for yourself. They can be really suck, right? There's no big deal. They suck. That's it. All right. Is there any? Yeah, that's it. I can see this Guardian the Gate. It's a big impact that they left on you. I can see this, but I don't think you're feeling that impact yet, or it's only comes up when you're about to make a choice that's important, something like that. Is there anything else about this? We do have the sun out. I do want to say that, by the way. It's kind of bringing me up to Aries' reading. I do feel like you're meant to have a new beginning, but you've kind of second-guessed yourself too much to have it. With the all tied up here, you're not able to see the all tied up. For one, your worth, your value, that's key. I can see that. But you are not able to see the impact that they had on you. I would ask the higher self, or honestly, I would also ask, like, your inner child to help you to see. The higher self would be the best one, but it honestly kind of feels like you need to step outside of your body really quickly to see it for that in that moment, or you won't be able to see it. I will give that a try, okay? I'm gonna leave like that, Leo. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 31, 33 for Virgo. Okay. Yes. So, Manager, can you tell me, can you connect me once again and bring me into alignment and balance? Let's look at what's next for Virgo here. So, Manager, can you tell me, let's see the energy around Virgo right now. You're in thinker mode. It does feel like you're wondering about what's next in your past, or the future. It does feel like your mind is trying to conceptualize, right, where you should go, but you're taking into account your past, your present. That's a lot to take in, isn't it? Right? It's a lot to hold into the mind. Our minds cannot expand that much. The heart's one of the best places to do it, but we'll see. We'll see what Manager wants to say about this. So what's next for Virgo? He's bringing it up, what he always brings up, follow that heart. It is the key one for you. We have yin and yang coming out as your first card with the first chakra. You're looking to move in a new direction in your life right now. Very key. You really want a brand new direction. You want a brand new path. You're looking for something. Maybe you've been stuck in the same one where it's work, no play, or you have your finances ordered but not love, or you have love on the right track but not career. There's something where you're like, I want to choose a new path. I want to choose a new way of being. I want to be at a different destination where I'm headed. You and your mind are looking at where you're headed based on where you are, and you're not liking it. You're not liking that one bit, and you're wanting change, and you're wanting things to be different, and you want to end up at a different place. We can kind of know in our mind, right, where we'll end up based on where we are, and you can make that choice. And that person does not want to be there, or want to end up somewhere else. And you can start making different choices, and I think that's what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to figure out what choices you need to make to better your outcome, better your destination, and that I want to say where you end up in life. Yeah, just like that. The first chakra as well is bringing you up to the petrified wood. I do recommend you get this. This will be a key one for you. But the stone that Metatron is bringing up as the best stone for you is the fire quartz. I got to write that one down for you as well. Always bring these. He brings these up for all of you. I don't know if you guys get them. I remember when I got a recommendation for the Cacoxite, I got it, changed my life. So if that one's yours. I know it's crazy, but that one really set things right for me. It helped me release myself from, I want to say rigid thinking, right? You know how the world kind of ticks in the same way. Everyone thinks the same way about things. It helped me remove that from myself. And I remember I got that from, I will say, Happy Twins. She said it in the thing. I knew it was for me. And I feel like this is for you, the fire quartz. This helps you open up a brand spanking new path fast with a lot of energy. And I think that's what you want. With the contract here and the hostilities, I am seeing some karma from your past holding you back. This is more important. I don't think it's like you need to forgive them. I think you need to forgive yourself. And I think you need to accept that these things happen to you, accept that you made the choices that led you there, and accept that you're not going to let it destroy you. Yeah, something like that. Wait, is that how you want to say it, Metatron? Accept that it had to. All right, that was a hard one for you. I can see it. I guess, you know, because the number 6 is coming out or really strong, and the number 6 is about love, right? I can see. I'm not saying it's to do with the romantic connections, but it feels like connection in general you've had issues with, right? Or maybe there's some hostilities there. You're gonna have to accept that that had to happen so that you can move and be where you are today. Like, you wouldn't be thinking about where you want to go tomorrow if you weren't conscious enough to think about that, right? You would be going with the flow like everyone else, or you'd be in default like everyone else, right? And that's why I brought the concoctionate. If you have trouble, if you think like everyone else, you want to get that concoctionate. You want to think for you. But with the yin and yang on the board, I can see that you are trying to make a balanced choice in a new direction. I think having that balance may not be the best thing for you right now, because I think you need a little more yang energy, more fire to push yourself out of this. And it's okay to be balanced, but I think there's times when there's balance is needed, and there's times when there's more masculine, more feminine energy required. And this is kind of where you're at. What's the best approach, right? What energy is going to get me along my path right now? And it's interesting. I feel like you're trying to do it in a balanced way, instead of being maybe, I don't know how you used to do it. I didn't think it came to my mind, but I feel like you need to maybe really work one of them, not the other. But again, let go of the past connections. Forgive yourself, and accept that it had to happen is key one for you. Accept. Is there anything else that comes from the higher self, Metatron? No, give peace. I am seeing one of the things that I've done, especially for my healings, I would give gifts to people. It's like a parting gift. I know it sounds like it's craziness, right, to just do that. You give it as a higher self, like if they're going to receive it, of course they are. But I know it's crazy. I think giving a gift to the people that have hurt you, or that you're forgiving or letting go of, whatever the case is, all of them, a gift of forgiveness is enough. But I feel like there could be, I'm gonna leave it like that. Sometimes we have contracts that have extra bits to it. So you will trust yourself, trust your heart, and ask the higher self. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. We'll stop there for Virgo. I don't forget to like and comment, and we're at 3711 for Libra. I think I might use that stone. Okay. So, all right, let's take a look here for Libra. What's next for Libra? Metatron, can you tell me what is next for Libra? What's next for Libra this day? What does let's see the energy surrounding Libra. So you're in a bit of a recluse, isolated solitude cycle right now. It does feel like you don't really want to rock the boat. You don't really want to bring in any new energies, any new people, any new circumstances into your life. You do feel pretty complete, or you do feel like you are okay with where you are in terms of your energy, your life, right? And you're not really looking to shake it up, essentially, right? So let's see, what is that about? So what's next for Libra, Metatron? What's next for Libra? What's next for Libra this day? We have man holding a coin. You are definitely in that stable energy. And then we have anxiety coming through as well. I've had a feeling. This anxiety is about, you've found stability, right? Like you literally found it with that victory here. You found stability. You feel okay. You feel all right. You're feeling better than ever. You feel stable. That's key one for you, by the way. It's real key. I don't think you never had stability and you finally got it and you think, damn, that's amazing. Whenever we feel energy we've not received, is real crazy, but it does feel like you received, or you're getting it from your life, and you're not looking to shake the boat, right, or rock the boat. You're not looking to bring in any new people right now. There is an anxiety that's attached, a negative energy that's attached to this, people don't necessarily bring chaos into our life, right? Not necessarily, right? And I feel like you could be combining the two, right? Where you see a new romantic interest or new friends, or even family as just being chaotic all the time. It's not necessarily the case. And it feels like you kind of want to separate the two. I think you've entangled the two, like where you truly feel that you have gotten stability because you've removed everything from your life that was bringing you instability. I actually think that's true technically, but there's those things are in your life for a reason, and it feels like you kind of need to start to incorporate them slowly, one at a time. I would not do all at once. It does not make sense. I would do one at a time, or let universe or your guides guide you on what to start to bring in. A really good example for this, and this is just something I'm just shooting out there. Let's say you've always had a strained relationship with your mother, and you kind of removed your mom from your life, and you feel great, right? But you're starting to get that calling. Maybe I should bring them back in. Can I handle it? Yes. If you can't, just remove them again, right? It's like that. That is what your message is. That's what's next for you. What's next for you? This is what needs to be next, not what's next. I can see that you're going to keep going on your path, but it's going to. Sorry, just to have the window open. You're going to keep going on your path, but it's not going to lead you to the destination that you want. What you have here, you peaked. You maxed out on. You're there, right? So this is as much happiness, as much fulfillment as you can get for the choices that you made when it comes to removing everything from your life that you didn't want, that was bringing you instability. So now you have to make that choice. Is this enough? Is this enough? I wonder, right? Good question, by the way. It's a real good question. I think it has been. I think it will be for a little while, but eventually you're going to start to receive those messages about bringing in things that you may deem as chaotic or bad for your health, but you're being guided for that reason, so that you can handle it. Remember, you can't you will not be guided by the beings of light, right? If you were not able to handle that, and you're being reminded about that fact. Let me get one more for the anxiety. We have to hang. Yeah. Eventually you will open up that door. Yeah. Open up when it's guided. Period. End of story. That is the best thing you can do right now. In my experience, Libra, I would get guided to do the heaviest stuff, the hardest stuff first, and then do the other stuff last. That is the easiest way to go. I know it's crazy. But yeah, trust me on that one. The beings like do this for me. I don't know if they do it for everyone, but I know that doing the heavier stuff, the harder stuff at the very beginning, and then leaving the rest, going slowly towards less and less chaotic things, is going to be easier for you to juggle it. I don't see you keeping this in your life per se, but you will learn to move through it, deal with it, and move forward with your life, because currently you're stuck and you won't stop being stuck. All right. I think that's it. Is there any guidance that you have right now for Libra? I think that's it. Sorry, I'm at 42. Anyway, any guidance do you have for Libra, Metatron? Yes, I would. In the meantime, while you have this stability, look at some of your memories or flashes that keep coming back around. If you fully healed from something, it would never come back. That's the point, right? It's something's returning. You've not done it. You've not done all of it, right? So I feel like there are memories, flashes, thought patterns that are popping up in your mind. Face them, move through them, and honestly, move through them until you have peace of mind. Okay, and that's kind of the best guidance. Let's see, is there anything else? Patience is coming through. You may need some things that help you bring. No, yes, you may need some like stones for grounding, or maybe you need to meditate daily or something like that. You need something that helps keep you centered and grounded, especially when you add new things into your life, or the old stuff that you didn't want to deal with. And it's again, do it when you're guided to do it. Okay, so I'll leave it like that for you. I thank you, Libra. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 43. 22. All right, so we're at Scorpio. Let's see. Let's take a look here for Scorpio. Metatron, can you tell me for Scorpio, what's Scorpio's energy like? What's next for Scorpio this day? Let's see. I can see that there is a lot of anger in you, Scorpio. There's a side to you that is very, very, very frustrated, very annoyed, very pissed off. I don't know if it's at the world per se or at a person. I feel like it's a person, place, or thing. There's this side of you that has a bone to pick with the world. It does feel like the world. Let's take a look at that. What does that mean, Metatron? What's next for Scorpio? What does that mean for what's next for Scorpio when it comes to this part of themselves? The first card we have is man holding a coin. I feel, and it's gonna be what I have to say it. When it comes to your love connections and when it comes to the people that you incorporate into your life, there's a lot more strategy there than you would admit to yourself. And a really good example for this, and this is just an example. Let's say you only ever date people that have a really good paying job or that make a certain amount of money that can support a certain lifestyle that you're looking for. This is just throwing it out there. I don't actually know what it is. I do have man holding a coin. I do feel like it's about home stability. You've been doing this. You pick people that have more money or that maybe look a certain way, right? There's a specific type of person that you seem to be headhunting for, and it's leading you to have a very, very, very negative experience when it comes to your love life, when it comes to the people that you're incorporating. Some of you may pick different. You may pick people with like abusive tendencies. It's hard to say what this is exactly, but I can tell that there's something in the back of your mind and your subconscious that is making you pick. And I don't know how conscious you are of this. I think you're seeing the pattern that wouldn't have come through if you weren't. It's about time that you start to be more honest about what's pushing you to choose them, or what's pushing you to attract these people into your life, and what's keeping you or what's pushing you to keep them in your life as well. It does feel like there is a subconscious thing, but part of it is, and I think this is the part that you see, is that you are strategically picking them for a very specific reason, right? We have Angel of Love. And Metatron would like for you to start picking based on your heart, based on who you love, right? Based on your heart, where your heart's leading you, based on love itself, rather than something that is more in the physical. A really good example for this, and this is something that I used to do. I remember I was in high school and I did it. Where you have a list about what you want the person you're going to marry to have all these different check boxes, right? You want to check every check box. Check box. Check every box. Check every box is what it is. We've all been there. We've all done it. I think you've kept yours. It's about time you started to release that, relinquish that, and start to let that go. I would write a list of the things that you feel you like, that you look for. That is, I would just channel whatever you think you're looking for, and then put like void on it or something like that, or ask your spiritual team to help you release that, and it's going to really, really help you literally let that energy go. I know it's crazy. I feel like void on it, it's going to be key for you, because it almost feels like a lot of you have a contract there. But this is going to help you follow your heart, follow the people that will make you happy. These someone that checks all the boxes for you isn't necessarily the person that's going to make you the happiest, and that is kind of where you want to be picking from, not that checkbox place. And it feels like you have to be more honest first. I do feel you're seeing it to a certain degree in the corner of your eye. It's about time you start to see it a little bit more. Face it, deal with it, and move through that experience. All right. If you are looking for stability, bring that to your own life, but it doesn't feel like that's the message. All right. This is a secondary message. It's not going to be for everyone. Some of you pick based on who you're used to or what type of person you're used to. So you keep picking the same type of person over and over again, right? You're doing this. You're gonna want to do that. Write down the list of things and void it out, because that's gonna help you out a lot. All right. Is there anything else about what's next? I do feel like you have a really good head for business as well. You may want to think about starting your own business or moving in that direction. I'm not getting that too much for all of you. Let's see. Is there anything else? Angel of Balance. Okay, we're close. All right. I was wondering. I knew I was getting something about that man holding a coin. I feel here, Scorpio, that you may be feeling like you're without masculine support or without that masculine love that we all get unconditional love from source every moment of every single freaking day of your life, right? All you need to do is lean back into it and connect to your source stream. It's the 12th chakra, by the way. I feel you connecting to that can remind you that you are loved unconditionally by source, and it's going to help you feel a lot more supported to choose what makes you happy rather than what you feel like you need in that present moment. So I think there's a deficit in your in your source stream because of a block, and I feel like it's a block to men, or yeah, I'll leave it like that. I remember it brings me up to someone that I healed a while ago, and I knew that they had a block to mask energy. A very tough one to get rid of, by the way. It was real hard, but I remember releasing that, healing that, and allowing them to feel source's unconditional love for us. I feel like you need that experience. I remember I had that one a long time ago. It was real nice, and you lean right back into it. And I gotta be honest with you, the person that helped me with that was Happy Twins. It was her reading when she said that, and I did it, and I felt amazing, and I've never felt that before that moment. Was that unconditional love, and it was right there, right, just a little bit behind me. You have access. You can have access to that, but you do need to learn to connect to energy and receive it. All right. I'll leave it like that. I want to thank you, Scorpio. It's a very interesting reading. And we're at 50 minutes for Sagittarius. Okay, 10. Let's take a look here. So Sagittarius. Okay. Let's see. So, Metatron, can you tell me what's next for Sagittarius this day? Let's see the Sagittarius energy that's going around you. All right. I do feel, Sagittarius, you have a lot of things around you. You may want to cleanse and clear your home. You may want to, I would work on calling in the celestial dragons. That will really be helpful for you to cleanse and clear your home. I may do that now. If we can do a cleanse and clear in my home. Also block anyone and anything that's here. And yeah, let's get a little bit of that as well. Thank you. I feel like you have a lot of stuff around you. It does feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, or you have like the weight of the world on your shoulders. We'll take a look there. Let's see. Metatron, what do you want to say about this? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Sagittarius this day. The Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Sagittarius. Let's see. Metatron's really been on it today, and it's real beautiful. We have Yin and Yang coming through. That's funny. And then we have the 4th chakra Archangel Raphael. This is crazy. I feel, Sagittarius, you have an attachment to doing everything by yourself. And honestly, really being successful at it. It does feel like you are able to tackle the things that most people get. Honestly, they crumble. You feel like you're able to do what most people honestly would fail at because they don't try, or they try and they stop trying, right? You've been able to succeed in life where other people haven't been able to succeed, and you've done that by yourself, and you've been doing that by yourself, and you've held yourself together. I do feel with that yin and yang, it's very strongly linked to Sagittarius energy. You have a good balance between your masculine and feminine energies, but just because you've always done it by yourself this entire freaking time doesn't mean you need to continue to do it that way. And what Metatron states is it's really nice. It would really be nice and will really help you out if you were to open yourself up to support. And I feel with the 4th chakra Archangel Raphael on the board, it's love or romantic connection, but it could be just platonic as well. You need more support for what you're doing and where you're going, and honestly where you're headed. And open yourself up to receiving not just the support, but the love from someone else is really going to help lift some of the responsibilities off of you. I usually work with the beings of light, but it feels very keen that you should go based on what you feel in your hearts that you should do. I think this is a person or someone that you want to open yourself up to. It does remind me of one of the other signs for cornucopia, but I'm not sure what sign that was. But I see you, Metatron, saying for what's next for you and what should be next. Actually, it's always the case for him. What should be next for you is opening yourself up to new connections and new love, and honestly, romantic interests as well. I do feel there's an attachment to this idea of doing it by yourself, or an attachment that you have to the way of the way your life is, or the way like your current way of being, right? Where you want to do it by yourself, I think you need to start letting that go. Yeah, with the community on the board here, this is romantic and platonic connections. Open yourself up to all of those things is really going to help you feel better. It's also going to help relieve some of the responsibilities. A really good example for this is housework, right? I remember I had to walk my dog every day. It would really be nice if I had someone to walk my dog for me, right? It's like that, like someone to just be around to take some responsibilities for you, so you don't have to do everything by yourself, so you have more time for you. But I don't think it's just that. I think it's also part of whatever you're doing. Let me see if that's let me get a clarifier. Yeah, I would follow your guides and intuition on that one, but it does feel like for some of you, it is a part of that. Is there any guidance that you want to give for them? Let's see. Following your heart is key. I am seeing green really being a key thing you want to look for. Maybe a green stone, but it feels like, I don't know if you've ever meditated outside. I've done this before, by the way. I know it's real crazy. I don't do a lot of meditations, but I remember doing my meditation. It was close to when I received my Kundalini rising. I was looking at the sun and I saw a bunch of green, yellow, reds, all that stuff, and it was amazing. I feel seeing like green colors that's going to stand out for you. It's important for you to follow that. Greens for prosperity and luck. I do have the green aventurine here, by the way, but it's not that's not the one they want. I feel like you're going to see it. Maybe someone wearing a green shirt, or maybe having a flash of green and you just know something. I don't know. It's like the green is important for you. Follow that. That one's gonna be a good one for you. All right. I think that's it. Is there any last thing that you want to give for Sagittarius? Metatron, any guidance you want to give them? Perseverance is key. I am seeing no matter what, you're going to make it through this cycle that you're in. It's just easier if you had support. And that's the whole point of this. Do you want support? You want victory. And I feel like victory is assured with some support, right? I think you have a goal or ambition you're looking or a destination you want to reach. And with support, you will definitely get there. Without it, sure, right? I think you will as well. You will get there sooner with the support, and you definitely will get there with it, all right? I'll leave it like that. I want to thank you, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at 56 for, I want to do 57 actually, for Capricorn. No problem, Margaret. Sorry, my little kitty's right here. Okay, baby. Let's see. We're going to take a look here at Capricorn. So let's look at Capricorn's energy. So Metatron, can you tell me? I think we have Kuan Yin stepping forward. So Kuan Yin stepping forward for you, Capricorn. Kuan Yin, can you tell me what is the energy surrounding Capricorn this day? I do feel, Capricorn, your ego is a big issue. I feel like your ego is usurping you. Your ego really got you by the balls. It feels like it really has you. I have done a lot of healings on people. I've done a lot of private readings as well. And I could always see the ego. Oh, I've seen it really bad on some people. For me, it looks like little spires, like that. When the ego is really working you. I think you have an ego issue that is preventing you from something. All right. So let's see what Kuan Yin wants to say about this. Kuan Yin, tell me, what's next for Capricorn? What's next for Capricorn? What is next for Capricorn? Let's take a look here. Okay, we have Man Holding a Heart and Journey coming through. Interesting. You, Capricorn. Alrighties. I feel like your ego tells you it is not linked to Sagittarius' energy, but it has a similar tone a little bit, but in the opposite direction. I feel like you have this idea that you need a man, or you need a spouse or someone in your life to bring you stability, to bring you love, to bring you that comfort. Because you're not giving it to yourself. There is a self-love deficit, right? There's a love of all people deficit as well, that's preventing you from accessing higher frequencies of love, and honestly, love in general. I feel like I'm not saying you have a direct, complete block to love, but it ain't looking great, right? And you have your ego telling you that you need that, or yeah, actually, what is the ego saying? Yep. That you need this, or that you're not capable of moving forward in your life without someone. You're having a hard time finding that person, I imagine. But your ego is not telling you the truth. Your ego is trying to protect you, and it does anything it can to protect you from any further harm you can go through. And that includes lying to your face or making you feel all sorts of ways. One of the best things that I've done is I put my ego to sleep. I would close your eyes in your mind's eye, place your ego on a bed, feathery bed for you. A lot of you want a sandbag. That's also an odd one, but whatever you feel called to. And then tell your ego to go to sleep. Tell your ego everything's fine. Anything that you feel called to say, that will help release it. You're going to have to do it like maybe I see at least 8 times. I'll leave it like that for you. But this ego, or your ego, that is kind of clenching you, it's trying to protect you, but it's not necessarily doing what's best for you. And this is why this is your message, all right? You will find the one that you seek on your path. I don't see you finding them right away, though. I think that you're going to go on a new journey. It's interesting. I feel like you have gotten intuitive downloads and honestly guidance to move in a new direction, but there's that your ego is preventing you from that. I think it reminds you that you're alone, or maybe it reminds you that you're not strong enough, that you need someone. I don't know, something like this. But you need to tell your ego that you are strong enough. That's actually a good one for you. That you are capable, and that it can unilaterally, categorically, and unequivocally step back and stand aside. Those are the phrasings I use for my ego. Very important for you to use. That's really going to help you feel yourself, your body, rather than what your ego wants you to feel. I remember when I first started working at the ego, I was doing the ego attunement for a while with Metatron. I would recommend that if you feel called to, though it's not being suggested. And I remember understanding for the first freaking time what my ego felt versus what I felt. It was crazy. Because I honestly thought those feelings were how I felt about things. It wasn't. It was just how my ego felt. And my ego, shell-shocked. I get murdered a lot in my lifetimes. So it just was really, it always hates the work I do. Anyway, so it kind of reminds me of that. When I had that very first experience, and I realized, wait, my ego is back on, and I'm feeling it, giving me these feelings, and I understood the difference between me and my ego. You need that experience. You need to understand what that is, because your ego got you good, and it's not going to stop. We have a healer of the ages on the board with anxiety. You may want to get a healer. You may want to get someone that's experienced with this. I do offer healings right now. I would offer the ancient Atlantean healing for your ego, if you do resonate with that. But I am seeing need for you to work at the ego, start to heal it, and start to remove it. There's also blocks that I'm seeing in your heart space that will really help as well. It does prevent you from love. Let me get a clarifier on that. It does prevent you from love right now, and it is preventing you from attracting that which you seek. This is interesting. It feels like it applies to not just your love life, but your purpose as well. Is there anything else, Metatron, that you want to say for Capricorn? Let's see. No, getting any healing that you feel drawn to, that your heart's calling you, get it. Get it. Your heart doesn't keep singing every time you look at something, right? You get that first initial like pop, right? Go with it, follow it, or if you don't have enough, just put it post-it stamp for later. It's important that you start to follow that heart. It feels like your heart is leading you to start to work at what's blocking you, so that you can move forward in your life. And this is why this is your message. What's next for you is a new journey, by the way. It's a completely different journey than you ever take. And the only way to do that is to heal and work at the ego. All right. Heart healing and ego is what I see. All right. I'll leave it like that for you, Capricorn. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're at Aquarius' reading. Oh, hello, baby. Sorry, my cats are right here. Hi, Diane. Oopsie. Beautiful. So we're now going to look at Aquarius's message. Let's take a look here. So Metatron, can you tell me? Oh, by the way, that was for Capricorn. Kuan Yin. It was the one who gave you that message. May give it to you real good. You may want to work. Maybe I'll do a Kuan Yin healing. I don't know. I want to leave it like that. I've been thinking about adding new healings. We'll see. I just anyway. There's just so much stuff that comes through. Aquarius. So can you tell me, Metatron, what is the energy surrounding Aquarius this day? It does feel right now, Aquarius, that you are in a cycle, or you're moving toward the cycle of service, giving yourself and giving back to the world. You've done a lot of work on yourself and you're feeling really lively. You're feeling very high vibrational. I feel like you have, for the very first time, are really starting to recognize and notice the impact you have on other people's lives. One thing that I am seeing is you've always had a little block there, or you weren't able to truly understand how much people appreciated you and appreciated what you brought to the table and appreciated what you do for them, right? So let's see, why is that the energy of Metatron for Aquarius when it comes to their life? It feels like you're able to see it now. I think you're going to start appreciating yourself, but we'll see. Metatron, what do you want to say for Aquarius? We have attachment coming through. Interesting. And we also have walking away. We have a man holding a heart. Interesting. I feel here, Aquarius, you've gotten some fans, or you've gotten some people that have, this could be like an ex or a friend of yours that seems to be very much attached to your energy, attached to what you bring to their life, and is not really willing to let you go unless, well, I don't know. They seem to not want to let you go. This is an odd thing. I will give this, and this is a crazy, crazy thing to say for an Aquarius reading, but I have to say it. I remember I did a healing for someone. It was a long time ago, but this person had a husband or something that was haunting them from a past life. I know it's crazy. I know I say these things and I'm serious about it, but yes, this husband was haunting them, not wanting to let them go. They turned into a tree, something like this. But you do need to, I feel like some of you may have that now, or you may have your vibration hit high enough that it activated. Often when we're ready for it, it activates. I'll leave it like that. I feel like this is something that you would never have been aware of for your whole life because it wasn't available. It wasn't there. And now all of a sudden you're at a very high vibration and you're now starting to see that this person, right, this person that you were married to is haunting you, right? Or is trying to suck your energy dry. I know it's crazy. I swear I know it's crazy, but it feels like that. If they're not from the past, they're actually this life, they will be in their next life because this person is so attached to you. You're going to want to sever that cord, cut that cord, and honestly, remove this person from your life in any way, shape, or form. If you do feel like you resonate with them being from a past life, like a past husband, past wife kind of thing, you're going to want to get a shaman for that one. A shaman is key to clearing that. But it's important that you know that this is at play, I guess, for your life. With the walking away here, I also feel like a part of you doesn't want to let them go because you love that person. I do feel, what are you being guided to do? Magician in the mirror. Interesting. You're being guided to use the situation to your advantage. In any way, shape, or form you feel called to. It's very interesting to come through. But I think you have to walk away from the person and walk away from this connection altogether. Let's see. Metatron, is there any other guidance that you have for them when it comes to this? A shaman's key for you. I would get a shaman for this. I would also ask, if you do get a healing or a shaman, ask Metatron to oversee and watch over the entire process. He's key for this. He's the one that's going to help you out the most when it comes to this, when it comes to releasing this from your life. Yes. Saint Germain does step forward as well, right? Anyway, I say, is there anything else about what's next? We have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and that, all right? I am seeing this connection or this person impacting your source connection and impacting your ability to connect to all that is. With the Guardian and the Gate coming on board here, I can see with the Guardian and the Gate on the board, you are very comfortable with that energy, right? I will give, and I'm not going to share names or anything like that, but I remember I understood when I was healing that person, removing that, I was actually in a private reading, when I healed that from them, I understood that it happened when they were asleep, very young. That energy came in and they were scared and they latched onto it. It feels like that to me. Like it happened maybe when you were asleep or maybe when you're very young. It feels like that. Like that's how this energy attached to you. That's how this person's energy attached to you through your dreams or through your subconscious, but it's impacting your source connection, your connection to all that is, even your guides as well. Okay. Like that. Very strange reading. But I want to thank you, Chris. Don't forget to like and comment. And we're now on 108.31 for Pisces. Pisces coming through. So, Metatron, can you tell me? Actually, Kuan Yin steps forward once again for Pisces' reading. Kuan Yin, can you tell me what is the energy that surrounds Pisces this day? What is the energy that surrounds Pisces this day? Sorry, she's got it's very interesting. I'll leave it like that. There's just Kuan Yin, what energy surrounds the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Let's see here. Pisces, sorry, Kuan Yin is saying that what's currently surrounding you is you're stuck in your comfort zone. You're stuck at where you feel it's safe. It does feel, let me see. Let's see, Kuan Yin, one more time. What is the energy surrounding Pisces right now? What is the energy surrounding Pisces? I feel like there's a lot of unused, fulfilled potential right now when it comes to you. I feel like you are far more powerful than you give yourself credit for. I feel like you're far more able to do things than you are admitting to yourself. And what I first got when I was tapping into Kwani's energy and she was channeling, she's not too happy, right? I feel it's deceit. Yeah, I can feel it. It's a magician in a mirror. I feel, I can see what's going on here. We have patience coming through. It's linked to Aquarius's energy in some ways, but it's not the same. There is someone in your life that Kuan Yin is stating to you that is making you feel like you are unworthy, you are unloved, disempowered, and weak. And what Kuan Yin wants to say, this is all bullshit. And it is clear. She's very angry at that. It's, I don't know, maybe it's not angry at you, but it's just, she sees you for you, and she knows that you are worthy and able to achieve significantly better results. I do feel with the deceit on the board here, though, it's been going on for quite some time. Some of you, this is your mother, it could be a family member, it could be your friend group, but they've made you feel, right, in your heart and your soul and your being that you are, that you're weak, that you're not capable of stuff, or that you should stick to your comfort zone. And Kuan Yin is stating that that is absolutely not the case. In fact, you're meant to fight this. You're meant to fight back, right? You're meant to pick yourself up and push back against this because they're not right. And this is impacting your life trajectory, and where you're headed. With the magician in the mirror, I think there's a lot of manipulating that happens here. Some of you, this could be a lover. I just kind of feel like that now that I see this all together, right? And I just, I imagine pull me back a little bit to see it all. But I see that some of you, this is a lover or someone that has very coercive, manipulative energies. With the magician in the mirror, though, I can see, it's interesting. They have a lot of fire to them, and this is not great. Envy. It's like, it's not a great energy. It's not a great thing. It's almost like this person has a lot of it's like they're using something on you, or they may have a very dominating effect on you. But whatever it is, it does feel like that. I gotta be real honest. It feels just like that. It's just because they may appear at certain moments in the day that's stronger, right? I don't actually think they are stronger than you. In fact, it honestly kind of feels like they use almost all of their energy on you to suppress you, and they're weak the rest of the day, something like this. But with the magician in the mirror on the board, I can see that it's working. And I would call on Kuan Yin for support, Kuan Yin for some healing as well, and she can help you with this. It's interesting. She offers to help heal your third eye and remove anything on your crown chakra that's blocking you. I'm not saying that they put it there. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying they're not. They didn't. I'm not saying they didn't do it. But Kuan Yin steps forward to help you. I know it sounds crazy because of who Kuan Yin is, but I've had a ton, and this could actually be a low vibrational entity that's attached to you, because this is what I'm getting as an example from her. And there was one attached to me. It was not going away. It would not go to light. And Kuan Yin pulled out her swords and took care of business. And she has that side to her, right? And it feels like she wants to help open up that side to you. You are a fighter. And it doesn't mean you lose your compassion. It doesn't mean you lose your patience. It doesn't, and that's actually what your card is, by the way. It doesn't mean you lose your patience. It doesn't mean you lose that soft side of you, but you activate and utilize the other parts of you as well. And she would like you to utilize all of you to push back against whatever the hell this is. This is a person or an entity, I don't know. But you're able to fight, and you need to remind yourself that you're a fighter, all right? I live like that. Sorry, it's a very beautiful energy to come through from her. I do feel with the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, connecting to source. If this is a man or someone with a lot of masculine energy, you may be attracted to them because your source stream has been like, you know, it's hindered or blocked. You're going to want to lean back into source and feel source's unconditional love for you. That's going to be helpful. I'm not sure why you stay. So I think you need to look under the hood. She's really good at figuring out why. She's really good at figuring out why we stay, or what emotions are buried deep underneath us. She's a master block remover, by the way. It's key though. You need to figure out why you are staying here, why you have let this happen. It's not you don't take the blame. There's no blame to go around anyway, but it's not about looking for blame. Let me blame myself. And you need to figure out what the reason is so you can stop letting that have control over you and start making choices that are in alignment with, I want to say your highest good and highest purpose, but I literally want to say light. All right. So I want to thank you, Pisces. Don't forget to like and comment and check out all of my services. I also want to give like a big thank you to everyone that's like here. I do appreciate you. I am, We'll see. We'll see. I was gonna make an announcement. I might do a pick a card, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll take a look at later. Anyway, thank you, everyone, and bye.